Hi, I'm Seth Warrick. I'm the kicker, number 92. Fun fact about me is my grandfather's great-grandfather kicked at Yale.
What's your prediction, longest field goal you're going to hit?
I'm good from 50.
Yeah?
I'm looking for at least like 53.
Ooh.
Yeah,
You going to do it against Lake?
of course.
Nice. Yeah, you got to beat Vacoses, man.
I know, I got some big shoes to fill this year.
Yeah. And you're only doing it in one season. He did it in 4.
Yeah, I got to do what he did in 4 and 1.
No pressure, huh?
Nah, no pressure at
And
all.
playing goalie, too. Huh?
Yeah.
What does it mean to you to be an Avon Eagle?
For me, it's hard work, dedication, getting up early when your body really doesn't feel like it, not hitting snooze on that alarm clock, getting up. Definitely a lot harder. Now that this is my first year playing football, I've noticed the difference. My body's a little more sore, but it's definitely worth it in the end.
What's that like being a two-sport athlete in the same season?
I'm not gonna lie, it's a little stressful. It's fun. A lot of guys I grew up with ended up playing football, switching. Now that I'm playing football and soccer, I get to be with both crowds, so it's nice being back with my brothers.
You touched on the difference and you're a little sore. You know, all those things that the football team goes through, the two-a-days, the early lifts, everything. How would you describe that to an outsider now that you're part of it?
As an outsider before, I was kind of like, oh, what? No, they're just weak. They don't do too much. And now that I'm part of the program, I'm like, holy crap, these kids go through a lot. Participating in these two-a-days, participating in these weight room sessions, it's definitely demanding on the body. A lot more demanding than I would have anticipated.
How much has it changed you as a person?
I've become a lot tougher. My pain tolerance, I've noticed, has gone way up. As a person, off the field, I'm just a better person overall. Coach Elder's a really great guy, and he's really instilled a lot of his goals on all of us, and I've kind of taken that to heart and really tried to put it out in the world.
What's it going to be like when you get out there on a Friday night and first big kick, comes along?
The adrenaline will be pumping for sure, but I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm unfortunately not going to Florida with the boys because we have a soccer game that week, but I'm game day here against Medina. I'll be ready. Adrenaline will be here, and we'll just see how it goes.
What if against the rivals in week 4 you get called upon to line up for a 50-yarder like Vacos did last year? How's that going to feel?
I'm here for it. I'm just kind of embracing every moment I get. So if it goes in, it goes in. Hooray, we celebrate. If not, we get the next one.
You've seen the best of both, of the boys soccer coaches and the football coaches. The culture in general at Avon, what separates that from other schools in the area?
The culture at Avon, everyone's very tight-knit. Everyone comments how a lot of the athletic stuff at Avon's for football. I'd like to defer against that. Us as soccer players, we get a lot of the joys that football gets as well. And now that I'm a dual sport athlete participating in both sports, I notice how much we share with each other. And even the girls programs, like the girls soccer team, we share our stuff with them, and they get to participate in a lot of the stuff that we do.
How excited are you for your senior year?
I'm so excited. It's a little sad at the end, but I'm very excited right now.
Will be a perfect way to end it, either sport.
2 rings. That's the perfect way. That's the ideal way, 2 rings. But I just want to play as long as I can with these boys. I grew up with them. So capping out high school with them is just as fun.
This is a little different transition. You go from probably one of the greatest kickers in Avon history, and he has to now fill in the shoes of him. How do you think he's done?
Well, he's done pretty good. And what's the saying goes, you never want to be the guy that follows him, right? And, what a lot of people I think have forgotten was even as good as Nathaniel was, even when Nathaniel was here, we had Arland Bengue as well also, who's at Louisiana Tech right now as their backup punter. So we've had years of 2 Division I kickers, and we had them both here at the same time, and I think a lot of people forget that. And Nathaniel went out and found Seth for us and talked to Seth about it and brought him to practice at the middle of last year, and Seth kind of started buying into this. So he and Nathaniel started working a lot together last year, and at the end of the year, Seth was coming in and kicking in some JV games for us as well.
So what does that say that it's a 2-sport athlete? Here he is, he excels. He's a goalkeeper getting clean sheets for the soccer team. And he's coming here on Friday nights, kicking extra points, field goals, kickoffs, punts, everything to do kicking the ball.
It's something that I know a lot of the guys in the locker room don't understand, that the amount of time that Seth puts into this. He comes up on the weekends with his dad a lot. We have an individual whose name is Mark, who's been helping us out with kicking, who watches and gives us feedback and is working with Seth. So there's a lot of work that goes in behind it. Seth's here every day that he can be. Whenever he has a soccer game, he even still comes just to get a little bit of a workout in, whether it's just steps, drops or just working on placement. We're not asking him to bang 100 balls when he has a soccer game. We want to take care of his body, and like you said, we're sharing an athlete with another program, so we want to be aware that we keep him healthy for soccer. But at the same time, Seth wants to come, and he wants to be the best that he can be at kicking the football for us in this program.
Seth obviously joined us last year. Tremendous goalie for the soccer team, and Nathaniel Vakos brought him to me. I didn't know Seth until then, but what a tremendous kid. Like, he's such a good kid to be around, a lot of fun to talk to. Has probably the most difficult job on the entire team. Like, who wants to step into Nathaniel Vakos' shoes? I mean, that young man is a once-in-a-lifetime kid. And I think Seth's come in and he's been comfortable with his own skin. He works really hard, and I've watched a tremendous amount of improvement for him every single week. And he's actually kicking at a high level for us right now.
Did you ever have a conversation with him of like, hey, don't worry about that cloud that you're stepping into?
Yeah, no, Seth Warrick understands that, Nathaniel Vakos is a once-in-a-lifetime deal for any high school in terms of kickers. I mean, he owns a national record. So I just told him, who you are is good enough. Be you. Don't worry about that. And it's no different. We've had great players come through here at other positions, and the next year other people have to step in and be comfortable with who they are. Every quarterback in Avon's had to go through that same thing. So it's just not as common for a kicker to have to experience that, to have someone who kicked at such a high level like Nathaniel. But Seth Warrick is really talented. He's putting the ball in the end zone for us on kickoffs. His punting's become more consistent. And if we're going to win the last game, Seth Warrick's going to be a big reason why. So we need him to continue to develop like he has been, and he's gotten a lot better since the beginning of the year.
Your flavor of ice cream, what would you be?
I'm a big cherry guy, so Mitchell's a big cherry chocolate chunk. That's my ice cream flavor.
That sounds tasty.
Yeah.
All right. If you were pizza, what toppings would be on you?
I'm a big banana pepper black olive guy, so I like my vegetables.
That's a different combo.
Yeah, it is. That's my mom's combo.
Oh, okay. If they made a movie about Seth, who would star as you?
Stars me. Ryan Reynolds.
It'd be a comedy. Huh?
Yeah, it would be. I feel like he would do really well with it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are we talking like Deadpool kind of? Or what?
I'm talking more like free guy kind of thing. Kind of as the outsider working his way in.
If you won the Mega Millions, $1 billion, what would be the first few things you'd buy?
I definitely buy myself a truck, Ford F-150. I love trucks, always have. I'm also a big shoe guy. A lot of guys don't know that. I love shoes, looking at them. A lot of them are out of my price range, but with $1 billion, I'm buying myself a nice pair of Jordans. Third thing, probably last thing I'd buy, be a nice house. I'm a big water guy, so probably on the lake. My parents grew up in New York, so probably somewhere up there.